Started of the people, for the people, by the people.
Earlier today, a Broward County appellate court judge has upheld a previous ruling to ban the sale of Miami rapper the Two Live Crew's double platinum album, Nasty as They Wanna Be, in Broward County.
Born Luther Campbell, the South Florida rapper was also known to many of his fans as Luke Skywalker, a name Luther said he took from New York Knicks player Kenny Walker, who would often be called Kenny Skywalker.
And the fans as well, and Kenny Skywalker living up to his nickname, and it's going to be an...
Luther was already going by the nickname Luke, so for him, this was a fitting stage name. However, to avoid any legal issues using the name Skywalker, Luther added an extra Y in the Skywalker name. Campbell became very known around Miami Beach as Luke Skywalker, and his group, Two Live Crew, grew more popular. In 1986, Campbell started up his own record label, naming it after his stage name, calling it Luke Skywalker Records. Again, with two Y's to avoid any copyright issues.
Black, green, purple, Jew, you have the right to listen to whoever you want to, and even the Two Live Crew, Two Live Crew, Two Live Crew.
As the 80s came to a close, Two Live Crew's fan base was growing way beyond South Florida, as their Move Something was certified gold and reached number 20 on the Billboard's top R&B hip-hop charts. But it was 1989's As Nasty as They Wanna Be that caused the group to be known outside their field of music, as their harsh, dirty lyrics upset many outside the world of hip-hop.
Sitting at home with my dick hard, so I got the black book for a freak to call. Picked up the telephone, then dialed the 7 digits. Said, yo, this Marquise, baby, are you down with it?
The U.S. District Court of Florida ruled that the album was legally obscene, being the first ever album to be deemed legally obscene. Two Live Crew was becoming the face of the current rap scene, but also the face of free speech. As they appealed the verdict to the 11th Circuit, Luther Campbell, under the stage name Luke Skywalker, was starting to become very well known, and it wasn't the clean-cut image of Luke Skywalker from Star Wars.
Two Live Crew went on trial in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Tuesday, charged with singing obscene songs for paying adults during a nightclub performance last June.
The group and Luther would become infamous for dirty, nasty lyrics. In 1990, they released their album Banned in the USA. This was mostly a solo album, as Two Live Crew members was almost pushed to the background, as the label on the album said it was featuring Two Live Crew. Luther's fame was getting attention from everyone, not just music lovers, but talk show hosts, news reporters, and George Lucas, who wasn't at all thrilled that the rapper was using the stage name Luke Skywalker. Lucas brought a lawsuit against Luther Campbell and asked for a temporary restraining order forbidding the name Luke Skywalker, pending the outcome of a trial and asking for $200 million in damages. U.S. District Judge James Adelman agreed and ordered for Luther Campbell to stop using the name, saying it could damage the image of the Star Wars namesake, stating that George Lucas was the owner of the trademark of the young, clean-cut hero in Star Wars named Luke Skywalker. He ruled that by using the name, Campbell created, or would continue to create, a likelihood of confusing with George Lucas's trademark. Lucas's lawyer, Charles Shepard, said they were excited by the ruling and felt they were on legal solid ground. Campbell was also banned from using the name Luke Skywalker Records or any branding or logos with the name Skywalker. Campbell said this was just a momentary setback, as he believed there was no legal grounds for the lawsuit. 2 months later, George Lucas's attorney filed a contest proceeding against Campbell, stating that he went against the judge's ruling by wearing a t-shirt with the name Skywalker and the logo on stage. They also said Campbell kept selling records bearing the logo and name Skywalker Records. Also at this time, he was seen on television being arrested and in handcuffs while wearing the Skywalker logo shirt. 2 months later, Luther Campbell and George Lucas reached an out-of-court agreement. Luther Campbell would quit using the name Luke Skywalker and the logo and pay George Lucas $300,000, ending the $300 million lawsuit for federal trademark infringement. This agreement also got Campbell off the hook for the contempt charges for wearing the Skywalker shirt after being barred. Campbell would change the name of his record label from Skywalker Records to Luke Records. The two parties went their separate ways, and neither really talked publicly about the lawsuit or the agreement. However, in 2015, on the eve of the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens, Campbell still seemed a little bitter about the whole thing, telling Billboard magazine that he was ready to fight it in court and believes that he could have won, but fearing that it would drag for years in court, he decided to settle. With the new Star Wars movie, Campbell banned his kids from seeing it, telling them if they want to see The Force Awakens, they can buy a bootleg copy. Campbell does say he respects the fact that people love the movie so much, but maybe there's more to his boycotting The Force Awakens than a lawsuit. Luther Campbell admits he's a Star Trek fan, and he told Billboard magazine, if you're a Trekkie, you damn sure don't love Star Wars.
Most illogical reaction.
And that's a look at George Lucas versus Luther Campbell.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.